Hey there, guys. This is James Bene, and welcome to the Daily Intuitive. I will be bringing you your weekly forecast for today, which is June 8th, all the way going through June 14th. There's a lot going on, so we're just going to kind of jump into it. We're in a state of crisis. We're in a state of rebirth. The world is releasing and letting everyone realize and know and understand what needs to be released, right? Untruths are becoming true. What we thought was true is untrue. So there's a lot of scattered energy. But in the world of the Black Lives Matters movement and the coronavirus, we are seeking to understand the major shifts that are happening in our consciousness. Our consciousness is rising as we thwart forward more deeply into the age of Aquarius. We are in the time of Gemini right now, so we also have two forces colliding and then two forces coming together. So you see this globally, you see this socially, but you also see this internally within your own mind, hearts, and souls. So today is Monday, June 8th. We are in an 8 numerological number, and an 8 signifies seeds are being planted for major change in your life and in the world. 8 is a go-getter number. Monday, you're going to put your pedal to the metal and you're just going to allow yourself to ride the wave, to work, to concentrate on your projects, on anything that you wish to create, anything that you want to see in your life for the next 6 months. It's important, whatever those ideas are, that you concentrate on and make them happen, because today is a major shift in this week. So you might see that some things that weren't kind of working out for you start to work out. Communication is really good for today. So if you have to communicate something from your heart or your mind, please do that, especially if it's friendships that are on the line or relationships within your family. We're also seeing global day number 9. Number 9 in numerology signifies is major shifting into something new. But in order to do that, we have to let go. So today and just globally, you might see some things being let go, some things being released, and it might cause pain in the society, or it might cause some people to have pain. But it's really happening for the greatest good and the greater good of yourself. Because once we move into 1, which is tomorrow, there's a completely new beginning. So today, guys, stay motivated, work on your goals. Today is not a day to sit back and rest. Just watch that you don't overdo it today. Also, tarot, we have the 8 of Swords. So you have to watch your thinking, guys. Negative thinking is in all of our minds. Not only negative thinking, but conspiracy thinking. Wipe all that shit clear, because it is blocking you from ascension. So whatever is holding you back internally, any conspiracy that you believe about yourself or the world, let that go, because it's holding you back from reaching your potential in your work life, love life, spiritual life, and globally. Really important. As we move to tomorrow, which we are in the 9th of June, which is Tuesday, something as big is going to leave. Now, this is globally. Something is going to leave. Patterns of the old are going to be replaced with new patterns. There's a lot of spiritual renewal and spiritual growth happening. It might seem like tomorrow is the day from hell, but really it isn't. It's really going to thwart us all forward to the new world order, and we're going to kind of go up a little notch in our ascension game. Tomorrow we find ourselves in day 9. So day 9 again is major release. We're going to release something, but you have to know you're releasing it for the greatest good and the greater good of yourself and your goals. So if you find friends falling out of your life, or you need to throw an old object away, or you need to clean out your closets, or a goal that you had just isn't working out, maybe drop it tomorrow. Say, you know what, I'm done with that. I'm going to focus on something else, because goals that aren't manifesting might just not be for you. Everything you want isn't necessarily going to happen. If it's not for you, it will not happen, and that is 9. So maybe you have to rethink some things. But the good news is Global Day 1 is going to push you forward, new beginnings. So whatever this new idea that you come up with tomorrow is going to be very, very, very important. And it's a new day, it's a new dawn. I want you to focus on that. Globally, we might see some major shifting in the Black Lives Matters movement, and Corona, we might be getting closer to a resolution. And so we have to pray for that. Remember, tomorrow we're in the death card, so we also are going to see something major fall away. We might get major political news, so you might get news around your work or love life, so keep that in mind, okay? As we move into Wednesday, which actually is a day 1 again. So Wednesday, we might be the tipping point. Wednesday might be the day that you notice a major change in your life across all boards. and across political boards, across universal boards, global boards. So Wednesday is going to be kind of a start over day. It should be a really great day for you guys. I want you to hold tight to that day. Whatever comes up on Wednesday, really pay attention to. Globally, we also have day 2 for Wednesday. It's a lot of work. You're going to have to be a little diplomatic on Wednesday. Don't allow your ego to get in the way. Tuesday is the day of the goddess. Wednesday, I keep saying Tuesday. Wednesday is the day of the goddess. The goddess wants what she wants when she wants it, okay? But she might have to go through some obstacles in order to get that. And if you don't get what you want to receive, Wednesday, you might get a little snotty, snooty, you might get a little too eager, you might want to get into fights or bitter conversations with yourself in your head or others. So really watch your ego this Wednesday as well. As we move into Thursday, Wednesday, one more thing I have to say. It's all about future plans. So I want you to think about what you want in the next couple months and really start putting major forces towards what you want. You got to really let go of the crisis that's happening in the world right now, and you really have to come back to focusing on yourself and on the good that is happening to you, and use that good as an energy, right? The energy of good to move you forward in your life. Start thinking about your greatest good and how it will reflect the greatest good of others, and really the things that you want in your life and the goals that you're trying to set, make sure that they resonate within your heart. Very, very important that that happens. Now we go to Thursday. Thursday is an interesting day. It's actually the day of the healer. It's a major spiritual day on Thursday. The Hierophant, which is the tarot card, represents major changes in structures and foundations. The healer is represented here. So Thursday, you might feel like you need to go inward because of what's happening outward and do some healing. Thursday, meditate. Do everything you can in the self-help world to kind of guide your emotions into a place of understanding. I'd have to say that word. So you might not be in a place of understanding. Let your meditation, whatever you do that day, bring you into that state of understanding. Thursday also has the master number 11, which is a very spiritual number, and it is the major go-getter. So you might see something come into your life on a Thursday that really pushes you forward. But again, we have the goddess energy still kind of running through from Wednesday. So stay stable, stay diplomatic, don't get in your head, don't get angry with people, don't step on people to get what you want. Just remember to be in the flow. Thursday, we have Global Day 3, which is education and love. So we might learn something new about ourselves, and something might happen, a newness might occur in the global situations that are happening. So this week so far, we're really seeing a lot of changes globally, especially in the US with the Black Lives Matter movement. So you can see that this is on a rise now. We're no longer in the riot stage. Now we're going to resolution, which is very, very important. Thursday as well, again, you can have some fisticuffs with people. Sometimes you have to back off and hear someone else's side of the story before you come to conclusions. But if that person is ruling from a place of conspiracy or ego or place of non-empathy, then for you, the best option is to back right off and just let them sit in their own shit. Sorry to say, but that's the truth. Friday is another master number day. Numerologically, it's 12. 12 is a very, very powerful number. We have the go-getter coming in for you, and we have the goddess. So we see that this 1 and 2 is really playing a role this week. So we all want something. You want something, and we're on a journey to achieve or receive that thing, whatever it is in your life. And this also could be relationships. Don't push against the tide. You have to get in the flow in order to allow it to come, because it wants to come. But there again, we have that goddess that is diplomatic, that wants justice. And sometimes if you're not getting what you want, you feel out of harmony, and then you try to get it in maybe negative ways, and you think that the world is unjust, and you go into victim mode. You don't want to do that, because the goddess energy is slowly rising. We're all going to get there. And the goddess represents the world and emotions, okay? So that's why we see a lot of crazy emotions happening right now, not only within you, but within people around you. Best to do when you feel the goddess energy coming in is to relax, meditate, find your center. Friday, we also are in Global Day 4 numerologically, which is pedal to the metal. It's a double 2, so it's the goddess plus. So you might find yourself beating your head against the wall Friday. You might have to work much harder. You might have to work into the night. And if you're not doing that, you might feel really lazy, or you might feel really stuck or stagnant. You don't want this week to be stagnant for you, because there's so much positive energy moving you forward in your life, especially in relationships. Come Sunday, we have relationships coming in. But right now, we're really focusing more in goals, goal setting, and emotions, okay? So Friday, we might start to see some stability as well. So you might start to feel more safe. Something good might come from work. You might get that unemployment check you've been waiting for, right? There's more stability that comes in. Also in love, there's more stability towards Friday for you to reconcile with those that you might be angry at or had a fight with. So Friday is also a really good day, but watch that ego. As we move into Saturday, we're going into numerological day 4. 4 as well is double goddess, so we see it here again, that everything I'm saying is going to continue into Saturday, kind of like hitting your head against a wall, fighting with people for what you want, fighting for justice, okay? But the goddess will not stop until she gets justice. So this week is also really about the Black Lives Matters movement and coronavirus and all this stuff that's happening globally that is really screwing with our minds. Know that Saturday we're still finding justice, but we have Global Day 5 coming in. Global Day 5 is telling us new opportunities. We're going to find some type of freedom by Saturday within your own life and globally and within your country. So Saturday really is the defining day of change for this whole week, which is the 13th. Okay, so the 13th, mark your calendars, should be a good day for you. Maybe things will start opening up for you. You'll be able to leave your house. You'll find more freedom. Please do it safely. This isn't over yet, but you might just feel less confined Saturday. And so that'll open up your energy to more of the idea of new beginnings and higher consciousness and the ascension that is happening. Saturday is also a day of communication, so I really want you guys to pay attention to what's going on around you. You might receive a lot of news coming from work or coming from the society. Things might loosen up, so pay attention when someone is talking to you or you get some type of email or notification that way. And you might also have to put forth a cleaner and more precise communication. This is throat chakra. You don't want to kind of feel like uncertain when you speak. You really want to speak. And if you want to show you're certain and you want to show that you are a celebrity at speaking, right? Or, that you are the one to be delivering this news accurately, then instead of putting your voice up, you want to put it down, right? The downward inflection means that you are a professional in your field. Okay, so just think about that. A little tip. As we move to Sunday, Sunday is actually going to be a great day for creativity. And a couple days ago, my partner and I kind of just were bored and we pulled out coloring books and colored, and it was actually so fun. So stuff like that, I feel like you need to put some creativity at the center of your life. You need to take some time out, and your health on Sunday is kind of important. So maybe take that online class if you haven't been able to this week, and get some meditation in, get some yoga in, get whatever you need to do in. Sunday is really a day of rest. And kind of the energy from Saturday, which is that 5, that freedom, that opportunity, getting out of your shell, is going to continue to Sunday. So the weekend in general could be a really beautiful weekend of change, so that when Monday comes again, we might really be in a completely different state of being. And this again is spiritual, emotional, physical, and also globally, right? What's happening around you in your material world. Sunday is the day of, I shall say, relationships. So here we are with that beautiful 6 coming in, which is theme of 6 is relationships, pretty much. It's also creativity and pregnancy and new beginnings. So it also has that feeling, creating new foundations. But 6 is a really beautiful numerological day within the scale of 1 to 9. It's actually the most powerful, because we have education times 2, 3, 3, making in 6 in relationships. So you might meet a new person and start a relationship that day or around that day, or you might kind of find a new love in your relationship that you may be currently within, okay? You also might be able to heal in relationships that day. Maybe someone comes out of the woodwork and apologizes. If they do, accept it. The only thing I will say is don't push yourself too far into social media. Don't push yourself too far into those matters, because you're giving away too much energy. 6, the nurturer, the Cancer, right? The Cancer energy. It could be almost too nurturing that you're not taking care of yourself. So by Sunday, if you realize you are depleted, you are down, you don't have any more energy, you can't go on Facebook anymore, you're sick and tired of people, you're sick and tired of conspiracy, you're sick and tired of everything that's going on, you need to take that day and just chillax. You need to just binge watch your favorite show that way and let everything else I said go. Okay? Just take care of you. Because 6 is relationships, but it's also inclusive of the relationship that you have with yourself. And if you don't have a positive relationship with yourself and you lean towards more the negative, self-hate, low self-esteem, you can really run into some major emotional conflicts this Sunday. So that's pretty much the entire week there for you. Again, if you have any questions, you can always email me or IM me right here on YouTube, or go to my Instagram at James Bene or at Bene Mudra. And I'd be happy to answer any more questions that you might have for you. So just to recap, we're seeing a lot of 2s and 1s this week. So major progression, major shifting, right? Learning new things, letting things go that are not longer serving our highest and greatest good, personally and globally. And we might just see some conflict, and demonstration is very much the goddess. So we're going to see that continuing all this week. Then maybe by Saturday, Sunday, things might shift. So I want you to pay attention to this weekend and Thursday. So those are the days I want to really have you highlight for June 6th through the 14th. Okay, that was it. My name is James Bene, and hopefully I will see you next week if all goes well. Who knows? All right, bye.